Hey there everybody, Kopiki here. Welcome back to more Kingdom Hearts 2. In the last episode, we managed to enter the organization's stronghold and also managed to find out the true face of Diz, the darkness in Zero. And then, we end up finding out that Riku looks like Ansem because lols. And also we fought Braig, or I should say Zigbar, who end up mentioning the other three. And by other three, meaning Terra, Ventus, and Aqua, because obviously if you have played Birth by Sleep or have seen the playthrough of it, you have fought Braig before, and that's kind of the reason as to why he says that. I do like that. It's a very interesting thing to connect. At first it made zero sense in terms of the plot though, because at that point Birth by Sleep didn't exist, so you just assumed that he was just talking about. Actually, no, honestly, I don't know. I don't even know what we even thought who he was talking about at all, to be fair. And I don't know. Like, at first I thought he was talking about, someone else. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Also, I realized I did that fight without even putting on the stupid ribbons, even though, we made them, and we didn't even bother to use them because I'm dumb. It's like, oh man, you got these sweet, cool little ribbons. You gonna use them? No. What? It's like, yeah, you thought I was gonna use them? That's dumb, man. That's really, really dumb. Jeez. It's only gonna boost up our thing once. You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and give it to Dolan. This is actually the first time I'm actually gonna give Dolan something. He's small. He needs it. Anyways, so this area here originally was the place that I was gonna go ahead and level up Final Form, but since we have already essentially maxed it out already, I don't really have to deal with that anymore. But yeah, because what you'll do here is that you will essentially go through this area, and you will go ahead and, what is it? You essentially end up going up all these stairs. But now that I'm thinking about it now, this is actually kind of a weaker place to be able to be doing this. Eeg. You fight a few more sets of these dudes, because, the game really loves spamming them to hell and back. But what are you going to do, Alright, cool. Booyah! Are you good, dude? Okay, you seem to be good. Alright, good. I'm just making sure. You seem to be having some very non-issues over there. I don't blame you. It's very, very hard to really deal with the things that are about to happen in this cutscene.
Yes, Kingdom Hearts. Rejoice and feast on these hearts we offer. Shine your pale light on this empty realm. Share your power with all nobodies.
Xemnas, is Kingdom Hearts ready?
Very soon.
Then I can end this charade?
Indeed.
How I've waited to hear that.
Tiny, you are great!
Oh?
You are different, Kairi, but I'm just glad you're here.
You and Riku never came home, so I came looking for you.
I'm sorry.
This is real.
Wait, Ansem! I mean, Xehanort's heartless. I never thought for a second that I'd ever see you again. Just thinking about all the things you did makes me really mad. But you saved Kyrie, right? I have to be grateful for that. Thanks.
Riku, don't go!
Huh?
Kyrie, what did you just say?
Riku.
I'm no one, just a castaway from the darkness.
Sora, come here. Say something to him. Here. You'll understand. Close your eyes.
Riku! It's Riku. Riku's here. I looked for you.
Come on, Sora. You've got to pull it together.
I looked everywhere for you.
I didn't want you to find me.
But it was him that was helping us, wasn't it?
Huh?
Those clues we kept finding, that must have been Riku.
I was starting to worry you guys weren't ever gonna catch on. Sora never did pick the brightest friends.
What do you mean by that?
Why didn't you let me know you were okay?
I told you, I didn't want to be found. Not like this. I couldn't. I fought with Ansem, with Xehanort's Heartless. When it invaded my heart and I won. But to use the power of darkness, I had to become Ansem myself.
Does that mean you can't change back?
This battle isn't over. And until it is, I still need the power of darkness.
Then, let's finish it. You're still Riku, no matter what. So how about it? Think we can handle one last rumble together? The king's waiting.
Yeah! Let's get going!
And managing to rekindle with both Riku and Kairi, we obtained the Oblivion, which is not nerfed in this game. It's actually good. And we also get the map to this area, which I will still say in Kingdom Hearts 2 and onwards, maps are pointless. Sort of. Not fully, but still, I don't know. Maps are kind of dumb to be having anyways. Oblivion ends up having drive boost, has great strength and allows the drive gauge to restore quickly during MP charge, which is super helpful than having form boost considering the fact that final form drains like it's candy. And also, to be fair, all the other forms also have that same issue. Like, form boost is kind of useful and useless, mainly because of two reasons. One, in this game, as you kind of keep attacking and whatnot, your drive gauge drains very quickly. It's more so apparent when you use limit and also when you use final. Definitely more so when you use final. So anyways, we're going to actually switch to Oblivion and we're going to have form boost on Oathkeeper because that is the promotional artwork of how they kind of showcase the final form is by having both Oblivion, Oathkeeper at Sora's back. It makes sense, trust me. In fact, let's kind of showcase that right now, you know, because I do like the look of it when you end up having both of those. Look at that. Good. Anyways, it's like enough of that. Anyways, let's move on.
This spot should do.
What's this gadget for? It's a device to reclaim Kingdom Hearts and encode it as data.
Not sure I get it.
I do not claim to know the outcome of this venture either. After all, hearts are unpredictable.
Alright, and welcome to the proof of his existence. And this is kind of interesting. So, as we can see here, we see a bunch of gravestones. We got Number the Free Shooter, which is Zigba. We have the Whirlwind Lancer, which is Zaldin. We have the Chilling Academic, which is Vexen. We have the Chilling Academic again. We have the Silent Hero, which is Alexeus. And we have a broken one here. The Cloaked Schemer. That is, actually, wait. The Cloaked Schemer. Actually forgot who that is. Wait, who's missing here? Because we obviously have, we're only missing just one, because number one is obviously not here. But, Cloaked Schemer, who is, wait. Okay, no, he's over there. Okay, thank God. I actually was about to have a, I don't remember who this is. I actually forgot who this is. The Graceful Assassin, Marluxia. The Savage Nymph, Larxene. And we have, the Flurry of Dancing Flames, Axel. And the Melodious Nocturne, which is Demix. So let me see here. If my guess is right, that means that the person that we are missing is actually Zexion, who is the Cloaked Schemer. But why is his broken, though? I don't really understand that. It never really makes any sense as to why Zexion is the only one that is broken here, while everyone else is kind of like, well, their gravestones are broken too, but their panels are not broken. So it's just kind of weird how his is broken. Then again, I guess it's supposed to be like an illusion or something. I don't freaking know. Anyways, we read this one, The Gambler of Fate, and we already know who that is.
What's that? It's the king and Diz. I mean, Ansem the Wise. They must be higher up. We better hurry.
I'd rather we just skip the formalities.
And now it is time for the Gambler of Fate, who is known as Luxord. So the very first thing that Luxord is going to do is going to turn into a dice. He will always do this as the battle begins because he's a joik. So anyways, the way how this fight is that you have a time limit, he has a time limit. You end up draining his time limit, he dies. Luxord has a fixed HP, which is obviously the bar, and Sora has, well, 2 HPs. You can die from time limit, and you can also die from actually dying. It's one of the only few fights where you literally have like 2 health bars. So, the way how you want to do this fight is you want to go ahead and essentially end up getting all of Luxord's wonderful little games right. If you end up getting all of his games right, you can essentially end up winning without any issues. This is the entire point of his fight, and that's really about it, really. So, Luxord is a very interesting character in many shapes and forms. He has the mystique of being a very mysterious character. Everyone loves him, everyone loves his voice, and Nomura also really loves him too, because, well, he actually loved designing this character. So, yeah. Luxord is going to be very important later on in future games. As of right now, we don't really know what his goal is, but you guys will find out later on what that's going to be. For right now, it's fairly easy on how to beat him. In the second rematch, it's a little bit harder. There are some sound effects you might not be able to hear because I'm talking, but there are just some sound effects that is omitted in this fight. I don't know why they really never bothered to fix it. It's kind of really a shame, really, and I kind of wish that they did manage to fix it, but what are you gonna do? I don't know. Like, they fixed some other stuff in, like, 2.5 fragmentary a passage, but I don't know. It's just kind of odd. I just kind of wish that they did end up, like, fixing some stuff. Once Luke's sword ends up reaching half health, he will end up using full-on Gambit, which is what I'm calling it. In all honesty, everyone actually has actual names, but if you end up flying out here, which is really not intentional, to be honest, you can actually end up blocking it. Oh, he can still hit you. Okay, well, whatever. Anyways, once you end up doing it for one final time, you have to go and do Royal Flush. So the goal how this is that you have to end up getting all circles. If you end up getting X at least once, you will automatically lose. Once you end up doing that, end up targeting him, use Stun Dagger, and he's dead. And we end up learning the final magnet upgrade spell. He's not very hard, he's fairly easy.
How could you, Roxas?
That's Sora!
You okay?
Yeah, no worries. Let's keep moving.
And we got answer report number 9. Oh yeah. Alright, let's actually read upon this one, because this part actually might give me more details on Luke's sword as a whole. Alright, I should have expected nothing less from a Keyblade wielding hero. Sora and his friends defied the machination of Organization 13 and rescued Naminé. Naminé was a witch who controlled the memories of others. Most likely these powers were achieved through a special process when she was born. Naminé is a nobody created when a young girl's heart left her body. Yet she has no corresponding heartless. This is because the young girl, in this case, was a princess. Kairi is a resident of Radiant Garden. You know, it's actually interesting, because I think if you didn't even do the Hollow Bastion bit, you probably wouldn't even know what this even is. Over which I had ruled was one of the 7 princesses that uphold the realm of light. With no darkness in her heart, Kairi produced no heartless, and instead of vanishing, her body remained in the realm of light. In other words, both the nobody called Naminé and the heartless, proof of a lost heart, are extremely unstable beings who lack the bodies needed to produce a nobody. Therefore, they also lack Kairi's memories. One reason for this may be that Kairi's heart did not return to the darkness when separated from her body, but rather migrated to another vessel deep within Sora's heart. That is, Naminé is the alter ego of the Kairi who has directly interfered with Sora's heart. Could this be why Sora and those whose heart are connected to him were able to have their memories controlled? She is a non-being in the truest sense of the word, having not even become a true nobody, and with nowhere left to go, she is but the most fleeting of shadows. I mean, yeah, she is essentially a special nobody indeed. But anyways, let's continue on forward. So the fact that I always keep essentially spoiling things that are about to come, I'm about to go ahead and end up basically just curb stomping this fight by just utilizing Peter Pan. You'll see what I mean when we actually fight him. Anyways, the Luna Diver, which is Syax.
Only you could have made it this far in one piece, Roxas.
That's really getting old.
Yeah, he's Sora.
Different name, same fate.
now it's time for the Lunar Diver, who is also insane in the membrane, Syax. Syax will start the fight out by being berserk, and your goal is to grab one of his claymores and whack him in the face to be able to stop him from going berserk. So I'm not gonna really showcase the Peter Pan thing, because as I stated before, we will be fighting these guys again, and they'll be a lot worse than ever before. But what you want to do first is you want to go ahead and combo him to death. Then after that, he will end up essentially reflecting. So you want to okay, I'm just really just having a ball here. So there's a thing that you can do that will go ahead and cause okay, well, all right, never mind. He does end up counterattacking you. As you can see here, he is going to go into his berserk mode again. Now, this is the fight that I knew that there was a sound issue. All right, so for those who have played the original Kingdom Hearts, the Kingdom Hearts 2, you're probably wondering what the hell am I talking about. Okay, so, all right. As weird as it may sound, Syax is supposed to go ahead and make multiple grunts when he's doing that slamming attack, but he only does one. He does not do multiple ground attacks, and it's more apparent when he does his DM here. It's so weird, and I hate the fact that they messed up his voice lines, because his voice lines used to be the best thing ever, you know. It used to be like the best thing to be able to hear him just going, you know, constantly with his grunt forms and everything. It's pretty nice, but he doesn't, and it really upsets me. Like, I know it shouldn't, like, because it's like, who cares, but still, it's one of those things that when you know it's missing, you really know that it's missing. I am showcasing a lot of terrible moments, mainly because I am fighting these guys very awful.
Why? Kingdom Hearts. Where is my heart?
I don't get it. Why has everybody been calling me Roxas?
Because, Sora, Roxas is your nobody.
My... nobody? But that's crazy. I never turned into a heart... Oh. Right.
It was when you came to rescue me. Remember?
Xemnas was the one who found Roxas. He could use the Keyblade because he was your nobody. That's why Xemnas brought him into the organization. But Roxas betrayed them. After that, I fought him because I thought it would help you wake up. I lost. But the next time we met, I made sure I was the stronger one.
Why don't you quit?
Come on, Sora. I thought you were stronger than that.
Huh? Get real. Look which one of us is winning.
So it's true. You really are his nobody. Guess Diz was right after all.
What are you talking about? I am me. Nobody else. How many times do I have to beat you?
All right. You've left me with no other choice.
What?
I have to release the power in my heart. The dark power that I've been holding back. Even if it changes me forever.
I have accepted it. Diz, he could feel Sora.
Oh, he told you how he felt, did he? Ridiculous. And nobody cannot feel anything.
If he had met Sora, things might have been different.
Maybe I didn't need to fight him after all. I think he left the organization because he really wanted to meet you.
Roxas. I wish I could meet him too.
All right, let's go.
And we got answer report number 12. And also, to be fair, to Sora's credit, in all honesty, he doesn't even know what Roxas even looks like, so that's kind of the reason as to why I can't really end up blaming him saying that line, because he doesn't know what he looks like, and how are you supposed to even know that's even Roxas in the first place? For all intents and purposes, that could just be some random dude that just looks like you with your color eyes and hair. Anyways, we have answer report number 12. Let us read this. That is character file. That is the wrong thing. All right. Funny enough, we're actually missing one more report, which is number 13. Apart from Naminé, nobody's retained their memories of their time as humans, but Sora's nobody, Roxas, has lost Sora's memories. This is likely because Sora's time as a Heartless was short, having recovered his heart and returned to his human form soon after leaving behind Roxas's, his nobody. It would seem Roxas is much like Naminé. Naminé is Kairi's nobody, but came into being via Sora's body and soul. Likewise, Roxas is Sora's nobody, but was left behind because Sora's Heartless regained human form using Kairi's heart instead of his own. It may be that Sora's memories are slow to return because of half of him, that is Roxas, is still lacking. I must convert Roxas into data and return him to Sora. As a member of Organization 13, it was exceedingly difficult to bring Roxas in. Having lost to Roxas once, Riku laid everything on the line and used the power of darkness in their second battle, only just managing to bring Roxas back with him. But Organization 13 grows ever nearer. Here, Twilight Town is where Roxas was reborn as a nobody. This is where Roxas first encountered Organization 13 and joined its ranks. They are bound to search this place thoroughly. First, I shall convert all of Twilight Town into data and construct a world duplicate in Sora's memories. I shall place Roxas within that world to live out his days and regain those memories. There is little time. The organization's schemes must be making steady progress as well. You know what, that's actually interesting, that line. In Sora's memories, in all intents and purposes, you can just go ahead and just auto assume that, because at this point, Roxas didn't leave Organization 13 at the time of when Chain of Memories was happening. So it can essentially be implied that after, thanks to Vexen fiddling around and everything, we kind of end up getting the indication that, you know, Twilight Town is in Sora's memories. That's kind of why I like to think that Twilight Town in the beginning of Cage 2 is the chain of memories Twilight Town. Because Vexen saying that is from the other side of your heart makes zero sense, because Roxas hasn't left Organization 13 to even have like the sort of memory of Twilight Town to begin with. So I like to just auto assume that it's kind of weird, because on one end, yeah, you could probably assume that, you know, probably Twilight Town does exist at that point in Sora's memories, or on the other side of Sora's heart, because, you know, Roxas has visited Twilight Town a bunch of times. But I don't know, it can be either or. Anyways, that's the end of this episode of Kingdom Hearts 2. In the next episode, we'll be continuing further. We're actually almost done with this game, to be fair, because we have one more boss fight, and then it's the final boss. So yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Laters.